Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Amateur Andy, and we are playing City Skylines. Glad you were able to join us today. Today, I think we're going to work on a couple of the other issues we have going on in the city, and that's this area here is currently industry, and I want to switch it to office. So the first thing we're going to need to do is check out this landfill. We're going to start emptying this landfill so that we can relocate it somewhere else. And I think it's hard to move it out of the area. You can't keep all your landfills together because the trucks have to travel so far from one area to, the complete other side of town through all that traffic, and it creates garbage piling up. Right out. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is maybe just seeing if we can sneak it over here somewhere, but I don't know where. Maybe just going to put it up here, and then I don't know yet. Anyways, we need to wait for that to empty anyways. And then so the death wave is being taken care of, not to worry. They are going away slowly but surely as bodies are being collected. If we unpause the game, that might help too. So yeah, we will demo this because there's no demand for industrial right now. So we'll demo this. We'll redo our road layout, which may include moving this office tower slightly over. So I may move these over to get these streets to come through. So the first thing we're going to do is make some delete. Okay, what is that? This is fire department. Yes, we better not. These are incineration plants. Yeah, we have to consider that too when we're moving stuff. So. And apparently I forgot to dezone that. Yes, so that is coming back. Stop it. So that's fine. No, I don't know what that is. Okay, so you can you can see how bad the topography is here. So I think what we're going to do is when this one's done being emptied, we're going to move that. We're going to move that. What I think we might do is, just put a little slip road in here because we have this warehouse. Problem is this Tesla plant wants all these EV parking here. So if we try to level the terrain here, I think that we're going to probably want to, even that is going to be, it's going to cause some problems there. Some trees there, so I think we have some decorative planter boxes somewhere. The question is, So I'm going to shift P here, and that's to turn prop anarchy on, and that means prop and tree anarchy right here, and that means that, so when I have it off, you see, because this building here takes up this footprint, it will not allow me to do anything. Prop and tree anarchy is basically like anarchy for props and trees. So that is how that works. So what we might try to do, if we can, large oval, come on, oops, don't want to do that. Oh, here we go. Now if we do this, the hope is we can surface paint. Yes, that's what we wanted to do. That looks much better, and we can probably put some flowers. Put some flowers in there as well. So let's see what we have. Those are a little bit short. And that's another thing I don't know what to do. So, well, that's a big tree. Is something like that. How do I make it show up higher up? I don't know how to do that. So that's good. Doesn't have to be done too much. So I recommend. Space is already occupied. By what? So what I think we'll do first is some terraforming. So probably not the easiest way to do it, but it's the way I do it. You can hit Control and select more than one node, I believe. Control Shift. Maybe not. It is Control Shift, but we don't want to adjust both of them right now, just this one. And this one, and probably this one at the same time. They're both pretty low. There we go. The bust up will correct itself in a minute. Maybe make a change, it gets lost for a second there. So that's a bit better. So there's quite a bit of a dip there, so probably the easiest thing to do is check our public transport. Yes, we do have public transport running through there. That is unfortunate. The problem with the public transport is that if you break the line, you pretty much have to delete the line and start all over again. It's very finicky in editing the line as it is. Let's move this over here for now. Let's move this over here for now. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to delete this one. I don't want to delete that because it has the bus line. And then, which one was it? Yes, this one. I think we'll do a straight Oh. Is it because of these skyscrapers or something? That's not so bad. I don't mind that. Stop it. Stop that. I don't mind that so much. So that will meet. Oh, so that actually doesn't need to be that large because that is not going to be the bus route with parking spaces. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll just change that little guy. Change that. So this is going to be, so this is the bus line. This bus line goes in around there, which is fine because this will be all offices. But kind of wanted to put a slip road there, but I don't want to encourage industrial traffic, so we're not going to do that anymore. What we are going to do is put this guy. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move this office building a little bit, but no, don't delete it. How much does it cost to relocate it? $14,000. Yeah, this is where the Move It mod comes in handy, but I like to do it this way because the computer will almost get the terrain right. Yeah, it's not horrible. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Anyways, it is what it is. This is the not perfect City Skylines Cities channel. So the reason I did that is because it takes up too much space and it doesn't allow for another building here. So I want to add, let's unpause the game now. I want to add another office tower here, and I'm going to see if I can squeeze a couple small office towers in here, and I'm going to see if I can squeeze one in here as well. I think I'm going to save this for now. I might put in some residential. We got some pretty high demand for residential right now because we don't have any. So let's do that because I think this might be like a good downtown core kind of area. So I think we'll use the 2-lane road with street parking. Let's see if we can build a road today. Yeah, we're doing this again. And it's a big no. Yeah, see, this really doesn't like that terrain very much, eh? It builds a little bridge. Yeah. Can we correct this, or do we need to try a? There we go. Okay. I'm probably going to be famous last words. Let's bring this one down a little bit because I don't think the road needs to be that high. That will help a lot. And then I think we'll just soften. We'll just soften this up a little bit to help with the slope and placement of buildings. And I think because we're on the coast of an industrial site, the river, this might be a good spot for some high-rise. High-rise residential. Now the question is, high residential, eh? So we have these kind of, no, that's not high residential. That might be like low-income high residential, but we want high residential. This high residential. So 30 households, okay? Let's see, now a building like this is kind of fun. It has 40 households and it's a nice corner unit, right? And I think that will look nice if I can figure it out. Come on. Gee whiz. does kind of spew into the road a little bit, but I think this will kind of be suited for a corner like this, because if we're coming from office to residential, we could have a little slip of commercial up here, with a little bit of office residential on top. So that costs $46,000 and it holds 40 houses. This is 14 houses. See, okay, so that's a little bit of a shorter tower. So this building's pretty tall and it has 30 houses. Seems like to me like it should hold a little bit more, for the reason that it seems like it's probably a 30-story building, and that could just be my ignorance. I'm not sure. So this has 50 households and only costs $10,000, but it is very, I feel, outdated. It's not the most, it's not the newest looking tower. It's actually not horrible. I feel like it could go kind of right here. Could I put it there? Could I put it here? So if I had a strip of commercial here, see, I could put it here. You know what? That's a nice corner for that, actually. I do like that. Now let's keep an eye on that and see if... So it's already historical, so nothing's going to happen to it. Okay, in this plain sight. Actually, you know what? It doesn't look that bad. It's got a kind of 90s vibe to it. There's some buildings that look like this in a city close to where I live that, yeah, are probably about 30-ish, 30 to 40 years old. So it's not horrible, but you know, it's got a good view. So let us just check and see if. So yeah, okay. So we already did that. Good. So this is So this is a mixture of residential and commercial. So no industrial zones. Yeah. So we do have some commercial in here, anyways, which is fine. So taxation, tax relief for offices. We might. Oh, sorry. Yeah, better not do that. Heavy traffic ban. Yep. Okay. I'm satisfied. Maybe let's see what we have in growable Rico. What do we have here? High density residential, low density residential. Oh, this is eco. We have nothing. All right, well that's good to know. Okay, I don't understand again how this is. What the hell is that? Wow. Okay. Clearly, I picked that up on the Steam Workshop and do not recall doing it. Modern condo. Wow, he's a teeny little guy. Okay. Well, let's see what we have. We may have to go to the workshop and see what is available. Wow, these are small, eh? Let's see what's available. I think, like, okay, so maybe somebody can answer this for me. Is it scale? So this one says it has... oh, it's level 5. It does not say how many people it houses. How many families it houses, or apartments are in there, I should say. So level 5... I think, how did we do this now? I can't remember. I have to play around with this mod a little bit. This is a great mod from what I understand, but there's a bit of a learning curve when it comes to this one. So I'm trying to figure out for reference. This large tower that we just placed here has 30 or 40 units, and these ones here do not say. So it says 14 floors, but it doesn't say how many floors are per unit. And like, this is what I mean. Like, I guess maybe this is a lesson. We have to choose wisely. So like, we have to keep this. The Tulip residence is 9-floor little guy. So this would be your kind of along here kind of thing. It would be nice to know if there was some commercial underneath that. That would be mucho beneficial. But okay, so we're starting to get a little bit taller residences here. 87 meters. It's taller. It's tallish. Not quite what I had in mind. This one's not bad. This one's not too bad. See, these kind of skinny ones can. See, this one can go right on the corner, and then we might even be able to. No, see, it doesn't like that. But these fit nicely along here. Actually, too nicely. If I'm to be truthful, see, like, does that fit in there? Oh, it just fits in there too, eh? You know what? I like that. I think I like that. And then, is that going to be historical? It is. So I guess that means that's level 4. So about 32 households. Level 5, it's got 50 households. Okay. So what do we have? We have 135 highly educated workers working here. Wow, that's good. Not sure if that death problem's getting any better or not. I have to keep an eye on that. Okay, let's go back into here and see what else we have. So we have this little corner unit that we talked about. I wonder if we can. Why does it come on? That's interesting. Why is it a wobbly Tuesday? It doesn't like to be straight. I mean, we have to like pull it back just a little bit and then use a little bit of surface painter to kind of clean this up a little bit. And then maybe back here. What do we want to put back here actually? It's interesting. Yeah, something to think about. Maybe a car park. That might not be a bad idea. Okay, so let's get some surface painter, some asphalt. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some decorating here to cover up these corners, and if anybody has any better ideas on how to make these a little less unsightly. Again, I know I'm not a heavy guy on the aesthetics. I try to make it as aesthetically pleasing as I can help within my scope of capabilities. But it's not going to be perfect at all. We're sitting a little bit low here. Maybe we need to lift this up a little bit. I feel like that's probably pretty good right there. Yeah, okay. So that helps some residential. So how many does this thing hold? Oh, we have people moving in already. Excellent. Got a lot of highly educated workers in this area. That's good. So let's get a couple more residential buildings in here. I think we'll keep these for offices and we'll kind of add some more residential. I'm going to put some commercial along here. So we have a little bit of demand for commercial, so let's take a little look and see what we have. Okay, we have a Bass Pro Shop. Wow. Yeah, not quite the commercial that I had in mind. What's this? New Vuitton store. Okay. I wonder what they sell there. Yeah, I mean, you know what? That would go nicely right there, but it is a very posh, very posh store. And I feel like it needs to be in a very posh neighborhood. Wonder if that's it right there. We'll try that there. Let's, okay. Okay, let's try that. Let's see what else we have for residential. I mean, these towers are just fun. Like, they're just fun to look at, right? And I think the more we put here, we can put in some green spaces in the back. You know, people who choose to live in these towers is fine. But if they want a little bit of green space, for example, you know what, this tower would probably go really nice right here because it also leaves a little bit of a buffer for the train. Yeah, it's, you know, you can put, actually, that would be a great spot for a parking lot, wouldn't it? Absolutely be a perfect spot for a parking lot. put that there, and how many families does it tell? How many families it owns? Based on typical residential Moscow series. Yeah, see, I like towers like this. This is nice. It's a little bit on the shorter side, but you know what? I think once we come down, we can put a couple really, really tall guys here. But as we start to phase down, these might actually work, but we just got to be careful. Yeah, we already placed that one. This is more European residential. That's all we have, eh? Okay, so we're gonna have to download. We're gonna have to go to the workshop for a little bit, download some residential towers. But in the meantime, I'm liking my, where was it now? Liking my idea with, I think it was, did we place this one? This one kind of goes in line with this one here, doesn't it? Okay, but it's this one here. Nope. So it must have been this one here. So if that goes right there, in the event, should there ever be a day where there would be a slip road in there, but there will probably be a pedestrian path through there for sure. So we can do that. Now, so if people work in the warehouse or the landfill or wherever, yeah, people are not, forgot about that. They're not going to be happy about that, are they? Yeah, people are not going to be happy about that. I forgot that landfill was there. They're going to have to relocate it. We will move the landfill at one point, at some point, so these poor residents don't have to look down on it. But again, I am trying to also switch to green energy, so I need to start removing landfills altogether and seeing if the incinerators can keep up or not. And taking a look for some other type of. I have another. I think this is it here. Yes, recycling sorting center. So it's way underutilized right now. Only half of the garbage trucks are in use. So it's only 5% full. Let's empty it and get rid of it, and let's make the first step. It's got to happen eventually. So okay, so our residential meter is starting to go down a little bit. So let's fill in this area. Actually, let's fill in maybe along here with some residential, some more medium to tall buildings. How tall are these ones? Actually, these ones aren't a bad size. No one's that one. Oh, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's a really, really small residential for that side of the street. I feel like more towers like that. Like, that's a good looking tower. I feel like this one would be more suited for this side of the street, or even better over here. But I don't want to get too excited with tower placement. That's a good looking tower right there. See, and I don't want them so. The reality is that that's the way it is in real life. These buildings are extremely close together, and are, just like a lot of new subdivisions, eavesdrops are best friends a lot of the time. So I think that might be a little bit too tall for there, but I think this would be a good one for this area right here. So I think maybe we'll just plop this guy right there. Let's see, this is sort of good. Okay. And I think this, oh, this is a big guy, eh? Yeah, this one would be nice for right here. Are we ever going to put a road in there is the question, though. So that right now, that's what kind of road do we have there? We have a 4-lane road, and I do not know. Oh, yeah, because we're trying to alleviate some traffic from there at one point. I don't think that we want to carry that road all the way through. I think if we did, it would just be a little 2-lane road. So I think we're gonna. That's fine. I think we can just stick this guy right in the middle there. I think that works out very well. I think that transitions nicely. It looks good. Got a couple more towers in here. Keep an eye on our residential demand so we don't overbuild and have abandoned buildings. We have another little corner tower. Actually, that would look nice, wouldn't it? Right here. Man, oh man, I struggle with these corner towers, eh? Come on. So what I'm doing every time I place a building and I check on it, I'm that's going to bother me. You can't see it from far away. Because I don't want it to change design. So it can still level up, but if you don't want the aesthetic of the building to change, if you would like the building to look the same forever and ever, then I set it to historical so that doesn't change. So that looks good, I think. I think an office tower here is probably in the question. So look up office. Let me get these. What is this? That's a skinny little guy. Apple Camp at the mothership. Wow, that is the mothership, eh? So this is going to have to be a thing one day, and I don't know where it's going to go. I feel like it's probably going to end up here. So this is level 3. It's 500 workers. Okay, so we're going to keep that in mind. I already have that. State Tower. Pretty sure I have that. Okay, so we're going to look for some more office towers soon, too. So I think that's what we're going to do. And we're going to go look for some more office towers. What's this thing? It's a very 80s looking office tower. What's this weird looking building? So this one could go right here. How much of a... Yeah, it's not great, but it's not horrible. I think that one's probably fine there. It's nice next to the highway, and it says, you know, Dalgurki on it. So, okay. So let us go and get some more towers from the workshop. Maybe we'll just leave that there for now and just call this one for now. I'm going to have to go and get some more office towers and some more residential high-rises from the workshop, and we can finish placing some. Remove this, and then extend, make a little industrial park here for warehouses. And I think in an upcoming episode, what we're also going to do is, because my map has no oil reserves on it, I cannot start an oil industry, which sucks. And if you recall, I mentioned that I can't build any factories that require plastics because I do not have an oil industry. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get outside connection with trains. Couple of, do we have a railroad go all the way out? It does. So we have a highway and a railroad that goes all the way out there. So we might build buy these couple of tiles and build some warehouses out here and get some plastics stored in a warehouse, and I think we might just bring the train track, or sorry, excuse me, we'll bring the highway around here. I know I talked about a bypass here before because this will be a traffic route eventually, and I think we're going to do that. But yeah, we need to concentrate on getting some plastics in our next industry demand, and I'm really hoping that works. And I haven't looked it up because I want to try it, because I don't want to spoil it, because that's kind of part of the fun. But you see this, like, we can't. If we should leave that like that, that's pretty high up there, but you know what, the slope of that road isn't great either, so we could probably do something about that. You know what, maybe we can actually just do that right now real quick. So let's grab these nodes and bring it down. So it's the railroad track, yeah. So okay, well, that's a bit better anyways. Well, anyways, thanks friends for joining me. I hope I'm doing okay so far. I hope this video is more along the lines of the play level that you're at. And yeah, I hope that we can keep going like this. And I hope to see you in the next one.